Hey yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nick. You already know what's good. Today is going to be a tutorial on how to make simple hip hop beat. Basically, I'm going to be making a series teaching you guys how I go through making certain types of beats and remixes. And yeah, I will be taking suggestions from you guys. If you guys do want me to remix a certain song or make a certain rapper type beat, I will do that for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. And yeah, it was a pretty fun one to make. So yeah, I'm actually gonna give you guys a little sneak peek right now of the beat I just made. So here we go. Alright, that's all you guys get. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in a second. Basically, the first thing I do is make the melody. You want to get a VST, which is basically a plugin for your DAW that you use. I use FL Studio, obviously. And the number one VST that most hip-hop rappers use is Omnisphere, which I'm going to be using today because it's the most easiest, so why not? All right, so we got Omnisphere loaded up. I'm going to try and find a nice sound, and then we're going to make out the melody and show you guys the process that I'm going through in my head. I know this one right here, the classic nylon guitar, just yeah, like that. This preset in Omnisphere is like pretty much the go-to. It was literally made to make Juice WRLD, like. And yeah, let's try and cook up a melody. We're just gonna place a bunch of random notes and see what we come up with. So maybe we could start off in like D sharp. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's just a simple staccato melody. It's just basically you want to what I do, in my opinion, I do a 4-bar pattern, which is 1 bar here, 2 bar here, 3, and then 4. And you usually want to switch it up on the 2nd and 4th. So maybe we can do like a little one of these, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. All right, so that's perfect. So we got our little guitar melody down. Now we're gonna pull up another plugin, or the same plugin if you want, to make a top melody, which is basically a second melody on top of your other one. So I'm gonna pull up. We could get a piano on this. So I'm gonna pull up Addictive Keys and just make a little second melody. And every time you add something, a different sound, you always want to add it to your mixer. So like this. If they're empty like this, you just want to select all of your sounds that you have, click the first one, Control-Shift-L, and it'll put them into the mixer for you. Just a little tip for you guys to do that. So while you're making your second melody, you actually can have these notes from your other melody. They're actually not placed. They're from the other melody that we made from here, but they show behind. So to enable that, you're going to want to go to this little arrow up here. You're going to want to go to helpers and select ghost notes, or you can do Alt-V, and it will allow you to see the channel to help you out to place your notes for your second melody. All right, so I like how that sounds, so we're gonna keep that. We got the low piano notes, and then we got the little like extra notes on the top here. All right, so that sounds pretty cool. Now we're gonna move on to the drums. So for the drums, you wanna have like a really hitting pattern. So and really hard hitting drums. So what I usually go to for those types of hard hitting drums, I download kits from online. As you can see, I have all these kits here for all types of music making, EDM, hip hop, trap, all that good stuff. And for usually hip hop, I use either Simon Servita, Kyle Beats, Nick Mira, Pierre, and KBZ usually. So those are the producer kits that I usually use. So for the kick, I know I want one from the Simon Servita Capital Drum Kit. It's the Mercy kick. It's a really hard hitting kick, so I'm gonna get that up in there and then add it to the good old mixer here. Name it kick. There we go. All right, so I kind of like that pattern. Now we're gonna move on to the hi-hats, which is basically the part where it adds the bounce to the beat. So I'm gonna actually grab one from the My Drum Kit. Hi-hats, I'm gonna add the Pierre hi-hat. Basically the go-to hi-hat for hip-hop usually, or the Metro, either one of those. Any of these hi-hats basically are using hip-hop beats nowadays. So 2 fill. So I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna just get the first 4 hi-hats, mix with the velocity, which messes with the volume basically, and so it adds like a pattern. Then I'm just gonna repeat this using Control B until it fills up the pattern, and then we got and then I'm gonna mess with the pattern here. So I'm gonna add like a little roll right here. I'm gonna use Alt U, which adds the chopper, and you can mess with how fast you want the roll to be. So I'm gonna do one of those. Actually, I'm going to do one of the, we'll do 4. And then we'll add one of the fast ones right here, and then stop the hi-hat right there. And then alright, I kind of like that hi-hat pattern. So now we're gonna move on to the clap. Basically it's just a clap. I'm gonna grab one from the Kyle Beats kit. I know there's one in here that I like. You're probably thinking, wow, this sounds like trash, because we haven't added the 808 or percussion yet. So I'm gonna add some percussion, because the 808 is probably the last part, because the 808 just hits, makes it sound really, really good. So I'm gonna get some percussion from the Capital Drum Kit. Basically, that sounds like a... Alright, so we got that. Now we're gonna add an open hat, so see how that sounds like. Okay, I forgot we're on 3rd still. Now it's time for the 808s, so I'm actually gonna grab the Metro 808, actually the Pierre 808, which is like used in a lot of hip hop beats nowadays. So right at the end there, I had the 808 follow the melody. So it just adds like a little, I don't know, it just sounds cool. And then all together, we got this. So now, after you basically finish your beat, you want to mix your beat so it all sounds good and not all the sounds are just playing at max level in your ears. So that's why we put everything in the mixer. All right, so basically now I'm done mixing the drums and melodies. Now I'm gonna add effects and remove certain frequencies from the song to even mix it up even more to make it just sound like a good beat. So I'm gonna actually add some reverb onto our main melody just to make fill the frequencies. Actually, I think it's built-in reverb, so I'm gonna take that off. All right, there we go. So this is what it sounds like without reverb. This is what it sounds like with reverb. It just basically elongates the period of time that it plays the notes. So add a little bit of that. We're gonna add a EQ, which can remove and add frequencies or boost frequencies, you could say. So I'm gonna high pass this, just take out the low end of it. Okay, so I just added pan man, which basically pans the sound left to right in your ear. So I think that sounds pretty good on the piano. Maybe we can add like another effect on here to see what it would sound like. We can add tremolator. I know tremolator is a pretty good thing, so let's see what this sounds like. So it adds like this like little wub to it. It's like so I think we're done with the piano. Now basically the kick, you know, we're actually going to sidechain this to the 808. So basically how you sidechain your kick to your 808, you grab your kick and you link it to your 808 by clicking this little arrow where the 808 is. Click your 808, go into the mixer, and this is how I do it. You're gonna bring up a fruity limiter and you're going to go to comp, sidechain, you're gonna right click, you're gonna click kick, and basically bring the threshold down, bring the knee and ratio up, and play with the threshold. I basically just have the knee all the way up and then like the ratio right here, and you basically play with the threshold. I'll show you what I mean. So if you put the threshold all the way down, so it basically like lowers the 808 depending on where your threshold's at. So if you don't want it that hard because that's just way too much. And yeah, that's basically how I make my simple hip hop beats. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you want to. You can tweet it out on Twitter. Tweet at me, follow me on Twitter. All my socials will be in the description below. The full beat will also be in the description below. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.